All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Helping Humanity Evolve. My name is Jose. How's everybody doing today, man? Hope everybody's happy and healthy. Hope you guys meditating and connecting the source, bro. You know, we love you, we miss you. We want you to come home. You know what I'm saying? Quick shout out, man. Shout out to my subscribers. I love y'all, man. Shout out to Source. I love you guys. You hear me? Shout out to my ancestors. Shout out to my archangels, my angel gods, my demon gods, and my spirit gods. I love y'all, bro. Shout out to the universe. Shout out to the Galactic Federation. Shout out to everything. I fucking love y'all, bro. So listen, it's hold on. It's Tuesday, July 22nd. It's 4:34 a.m. I'm trying to get this music I just put on here for y'all, bro. I can't seem to find it, bro. I just put it on here, bro. It's not here, bro. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna have to give you. Oh, I got it, bro. Alright, so I'm gonna give y'all some music real quick before I get into anything, bro. Yo, what's good, my fellow alien brother? Yo, what's up, Mr. Shadow? How you doing today, bro? I'm about to give y'all some music, bro.
Yeah, it was ST5. Yeah, it was ST4 Ultra. Uno Go Chab and 10 FHD Plus.
Alright, this first one I'm gonna give y'all is called Slap.
10 FHD Plus.
It's called Slap, bro. I recorded this yesterday.
Oh, the slap, bro. Yo, this shit is dope. Yo, check it out, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready, baby. Let's play. Let's go. I'm gonna hear it. I'm gonna hear it, bro.
I'm good, bro. Just chilling, enjoying. Nice, bro.
Slap take 3. Slap take 2.
I'm gonna play
Slap
two
that
songs.
take 1, y'all. Let's go.
This is the first. It's called Slap, bro. This shit is dope, bro.
So everybody out there in the building. We got social clothes. We got universal clothes. We got your everything in the building. We love y'all, bro. For hours. Y'all ain't no business. Do what you do. Let's go. Slap that. It's the bond in the flesh. We coming with the unseen. You better protect the chest. I'm about to slap that. If my flow is so clean, I bet you never knew I had it in my self-esteem. I'm about to slap that. It's the bond in the flesh. We coming with the unseen. You better protect the chest. I'm about to slap that. If my flow is so clean, I bet you never knew I had it in my self-esteem. I'm about to slap that. Well, your niggas is like try to attack, but I'm still getting all my blast. I'm about to slap that. You know we raising the frequency, have the decency, so it no need. I'm about to slap that. You know we sipping through these photos of time. You're licking up a sucker on. I'm about to slap that. If you really wanna grind, you gotta clear your mind. Straight up, you can your mind. I'm about to slap that. We always rolling with the source, where we use the force. We got no force. I'm about to slap that. You know we raising vibrations, rolling up the dimensions. I'm about to slap that. Then we come from outer space, you know we come up against your best shot on my face. I'm about to slap that. With everything so mean, we artificial machines. What's my origin? I'm about to slap that. With my heart is so true, I got these angels around me, never feel it too. I'm about to slap that. I'm sitting on this foundation, deep penetration, it's so relation. I'm about to slap that. The way you meditation, that's the bitch of my girl, bro. The creation, I'm about to slap that. The Holy Ghost inside of me, this is prophecy, straight up the top. I'm about to slap that. I'm a religion, man, I'm feeling it, listen. That's a religion, city, I'm about to slap that. I'm always out here for blessing. All these shit is just guessing, I'm gonna be on this blessing. I'm about to slap that. You know we went from the east to the west, from the north to the south, you better watch. I'm about to slap that. You never know who you're dealing with, spiritual gifts. Now I'm like, I'm about to slap that. Love y'all, bro.
So that was called Slap That, bro. I'm about to slap that. Mrs. Shadow says, that beat is awesome. Egyptian. That shit is dope, right? I found that shit, bro. Alright, I got one called Virtual. And what's the other one, bro? Hold on, bro. Oh, Piers. All right, I'm gonna play Piers. I'm gonna play Piers, bro. This is called Piers, bro.
All right. Pierce take 3, y'all. Stop. This is Pierce take 2. Let's go. All right, Pierce take 1, y'all. Let's go. We got social in the building, we got the universe in the building, we got triple everything in the building. Yo, we know y'all, bro. Come by with us, man. Y'all already know what it is, right? Ain't the one with the sauce here now. Give it up, y'all. Let's go. Let me bounce all over the beat. We're gonna face the beat. The Holy Ghost, Yahweh, you're even better retreat. You better have a seat. We inside this concrete. We about to bubble sun. Yo, it's almost complete. And my shoes, my boot on your nigga this week. They can never compete with the Holy Ghost. So much spiritual pain. What's my whole dream? Just tell me, if you wanna be free, gotta turn to D. He's inside the sea. Time to activate the soul. Y'all joys believe. All the eternity. What is to do with me? If you wanna be free, you gotta turn to D. He's inside the sea. Time to activate the soul. Y'all joys believe. All the eternity. What is to do with me? Minute to the bubble, we about to bubble, man. Yeah, niggas in trouble, I'm bringing all the muscle. We stopping all the bubbles to the illusion. Trouble, nothing humble, man. No, we set it for us, so come outside, this is double, physical pain. That's what I made it out of the double. Come on and get on the shuttle, we run the bubble through high space. So we just do it, I'm yo, I walk away. Take a dab, the funnel, you better get out my face. We ain't never shuttle, y'all, we all over the place. We walk the puzzle, establish home base. We ain't super to buckle, man. I made it up on the base, so let's start to raise. So the people that laugh, we better burn today. We're gonna raise the place, we're gonna bring out the cage. They try to keep us in, we're gonna turn the page. Yo, I roll on, man, you're gonna feel my rage. And we put it on my boss stand, right before I go on stage. And that's damn this shit, you better repent, man. We are like Southeast swings, and we're reflection of you, but take it on the chin. We just act like we already know the light always wins. We got it chillin' like a pro, I turn to the head, and I fold the pen. I ain't no Hollywood superstar yet, but I'm coming like I always been. You better move, get out the way, it's just about the flesh. I'm on the wood, the invisible man, keeping the vision fresh. Let me pick up my pen, it's time for me to immerse. What it's like to have the Holy Ghost go off first, before I first. I'ma break the curse, they're trying to put me in a hurt, they're trying to steal my first. Feel my energy, spirituality first. If you wanna be free, you gotta turn to D. It's a sign to see, it's time to activate the soul. God join with me, all eternity, when it's you with me. If you wanna be free, you gotta turn to D. It's a sign to see, it's time to activate the soul. God join with me, all eternity, God is you with me. What they really do is work like a fantasy. Let me see your turn, find a down on the dirt. If your blood is dead when you assume you believe it's on, this ain't no good. You better save yourself. You're the special is wrong. This is something to hold y'all. You always can't take that away from you. These are dead. This is the verse you gotta learn from there. The things that you your mind is like hot. You're trying to steal your bed. Every move got out your hand. You wanna be with the blade. Take your situation. You gotta be made big. They told you to be straight. You wanna be. How you got here in the first place. On the switch to here. First war is here. Pay attention to this. But love come for your biz. Let's go. If you wanna be free, you gotta turn to me. He's inside the sea. It's time to activate the soul. Y'all joys believe all eternity. This is you and me. Let's go. If you wanna be free, you gotta turn to me. He's inside the sea. It's time to activate the soul. Y'all joys believe all eternity. This is you and me.
I'm gonna call that one just you and me. That's just dope. Word. So that's it. I got more, bro. I made 3 songs yesterday, and I made 3 songs today. So there's 4 songs I ain't letting you hear, but them since they all came out, all of them are dope, bro. And you know they getting longer and longer, bro. I'm getting better at writing, bro. I'm learning how to write 3 verses, right? I'm learning how to write, bro. Thank you, bro. So my music is coming out dope, bro. And my chopping is getting better, bro. So I know I ain't been live in a couple days, right? I know. I'm gonna talk to y'all, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm using this piece of shit tower. I hate this fucking tablet, bro. But I forgot to charge my phone, bro. So I gotta use it for now, bro. Alright, so before I get into the message, I went to California last weekend. I left Thursday. I went to California. I went to Los Angeles, right? Now I had a purpose. I had a purpose in going over there. You know, I was gonna stay over there. I wanted to stay over there. But a few things went wrong when I went over there. So I panicked. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I panicked and I left. I came back over here. So I did my journey over there. I went over there, listen to me. I went over there, somehow, some way, I found somebody that had mushrooms. And I was able to get some. And I got me some mushrooms. And I went back to the beach. And I took 3.5 grams. And I went to the beach. I took my speaker. I took a towel, bro. And I started dancing on the beach, bro. And I danced for like 3 or 4 hours, bro. I was out there dancing, bro. 3 or 4 hours, bro. Right? So I did that Saturday, bro. And then Saturday night, which, you know, it was the first time in a long time that I slept 8 hours. I rarely sleep 8 hours. I always sleep 3 or 4 hours and I wake up, bro. And, you know, I sleep twice a day. Instead of sleeping once, I sleep twice. You know, I sleep 2 or 3 hours, and I'm good. So this particular Saturday night, I slept for 8 hours. I got a 4 8 hour sleep, bro. I was knocked the fuck out, bro. And when I woke up, I had this urge to leave, bro. Like I woke up with this urge to leave. Like everything went wrong. Everything went wrong, and I did look for every excuse not to stay, and I ended up leaving. Now here we are. I'm back in Colorado, and you know I go on my journey. You know, this past Saturday I took a journey, bro. And it was a hard journey for me, bro. It wasn't an easy journey, bro, because I fucked up. I was supposed to stay over there. I was supposed to stay. Right? So I didn't follow instructions. Right? So I have to learn. I have to learn from this. You know, I fucked up. I made a mistake, bro. You know, we're allowed to do that. You know what I'm saying? My father let me know I fucked up, right? He let me know. And he also told me that it's okay. You understand? Because at the end of the day, we gotta learn from these mistakes, you know. We gotta learn how to listen. We gotta learn how to follow our gut. We gotta learn how to trust and believe. We gotta strengthen our faith. You know, I learned that there's a bunch of shit I still gotta work on, right? I mean, it's not hard. I'm not gonna say it's not hard. It is hard, but it can be done. So with that said, I know what I need to work on, you know, because I need to have more strength. I need to have more belief. I need to have more faith. You know, I need to have more confidence in myself. I need to, you know, it's a lot more to this than just, you know, I gotta walk in faith, bro. I've been meditating more. That's good, bro. You should meditate every day, bro. I meditate every day, bro. So, whatever. My father showed me a whole bunch of shit Saturday that, you know, that he was working on, right? And he's like, you fucking dumbass, you left. Why the fuck did you leave? So, you know, it hurt me. It hurt me, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It hurt me because he was so disappointed in me, bro. So, it really hurt me, bro. My journey wasn't fun, bro. You know, I made it fun. But, you know, that shit hurts, bro. Coming from God, that shit hurts, bro. But, you know, we've been talking more, bro. And you know, I know what I gotta work on. I know that I gotta eliminate the fear. Fear got the best of me, bro. That's what happened to me. Fear got the best of me, bro. You know, it was a hard situation to be in. And, you know, a lot of things played into my decision. But I followed my brain and not my heart. My heart told me to stay, but my brain told me to go. And I ran, bro. So, lesson learned. I mean, what do you want me to do? You're gonna laugh at me, bro? Laugh at me. You understand? I'm a grown ass man, bro. I make mistakes. We're not pretty nobody perfect out here, bro. We live and we learn. You understand? So with that, I learned. Right? And I'm just gonna continue growing. I'm gonna continue learning. And you know, I know what needs to be done. So at the end of the day, I'm just gonna make it happen like I always do. Rip a fat ball, bro. I just finished blowing, bro. I don't blow on camera no more because, you know, they frown upon it. They frown upon it, bro. Dangleberries. These people, bro, they funny, bro. So whatever. That's the story. That's the story on my last trip to Los Angeles. It's not the end. It's not the end, bro. It's the beginning. It's actually the beginning. You know, I actually got to go fill it out. I got to go travel. I got to go see what it was. So when I go back, I know what to expect. When I go back, I'm gonna go back stronger. I'm gonna go back stronger, bro, because I wasn't ready. And to be honest, mushrooms played a part in it too, because they show you everything, bro. They show you the good, they show you the bad, they show they don't hide nothing from you, bro. You understand? So if people would project this shit at you, you get it tenfold when you on mushrooms, bro. So, I got hit with a lot of shit that made me panic. So I ran away. Bro. But, I realized the error in my ways, right? I realized that I was supposed to be stronger than that. So lesson learned, bro. That's all I can say, bro. Lesson learned. Now, pertaining to today's message, which is the reason why I came live, bro, because I was listening to the message. And the shit they was talking about, I was like, this is something we should talk about on my channel, bro. So I'm gonna talk about it. They was talking about the downfall of the Kabbalah. Now, many of you don't know what the Kabbalah is. You don't know who they are. You don't know. A lot of us don't know shit, right? To be honest, a lot of us don't know nothing, bro. Yes, Mr. Shadow. Of course I am, bro. The Kabbalah. They're the people who control the planet, bro. Bankers, politicians, right? All these people network together to maintain control. Now, it's not a lot of people. It's a handful of people. But these people run everything, bro. Now, from my understanding, they've been trying to bury the Epstein list. They've been trying to bury it. They've been trying, they killed them. They killed him while they had him in custody, so that they could try to get rid of the information that he had, and he won't be able to speak on the things that he knew. Now they did this because he had a lot of dirt on a lot of people. You understand? He had a lot of dirt on a lot of people, bro. And this is including your president. Well, your president's highly involved in this shit, bro. Right? So, with that said, they've been trying to cover it up. They've been trying to hide it. And the Galactic Federation, our friends upstairs, got their hands on hard evidence. They got the official list. They got the flight logs. They got video. They got all the video footage, bro. Listen to me. They got all the video footage, bro. So everybody involved, listen to me. Everybody involved in this Epstein shit is going down, bro. Listen to me. You're going down, bro. All of you, bro. Mark, you're listening? I hope you're not on that flight log, buddy. Little faggot. I hope you're not on that flight log, bro. You're going down, bro. You're going down, bro. And whoever else is on that bitch, bro. Right? So, I'm going to give you a brief description of what I understood in the message, and then I'll give the message. And you guys could receive it how you receive it. But there's going to come a period here in the next, it could be months or it could be years, from my understanding. We don't really know yet. But they already started bringing people down from that list, bro. They already started, bro. And there's going to come a time when they're going to announce these things over the radio, over the television, over your telephone, right? They're going to announce this big shit, and there's going to be a lot of people involved, bro. And, from my understanding, bro, we have a military that's separate from our military. But there's, they're military, but they work for the light. They work for the light, bro. So they bring it down. They're gonna bring these people down. They're gonna let everybody know the truth. They're gonna tell everybody the truth. This is gonna inspire unity. Suppose it's gonna inspire unity, bro. The purpose of this is to inspire unity. So just know that they have their hands on the list, bro. They're flipping people, right? They got hard evidence. They got video footage. They're showing people video footage. Like, bro, we got you on video, bro. You understand? You want to help us? So a lot of people are being flipped as we speak, bro. As we speak, a lot of people are talking. You understand? And it's not going to go unjustified. Just know that it's not going to go unjustified. So there will be justice, bro. according to the message I received, bro. Hello, Ashley. How are you? Um, what else they said, bro? They said a whole bunch of shit, bro. Hold on. Let me see. If this tablet don't take 50 minutes to load, bro. Oh yeah, okay, so this is the message right here, bro. And this shit came out 12 hours ago, bro.
I am Ashtar, commander of the Galactic Light Forces, and I address you now with urgency, clarity, and empowerment. In this unfolding stage of Earth's development and ascension, truth is rising, and immense changes are...
Alright, so this is the Galactic Federation, y'all. And y'all can see that was Ashtar. So the question was, can you talk about the possibility of the EBS/MA scenario? Now I don't know what the fuck that means, bro. But the description says the secrecy dam is about to break. Now this is channeled by David Kira. So shout out to David Kira. Thank you for the channel, bro. Right? So, I'm Ashtar, commander of the Galactic Light Forces, and I address you now with urgency, clarity, and empowerment in this unfolding stage of Earth's development and ascension. Truth is rising, and the immense changes are on the horizon. Many of you feel it. The long night of control is ending, and the new dawn is approaching. I affirm that the plan to liberate humanity is real. It is well underway, and the momentum toward freedom grows stronger each day. For years, in the lines of light on your world, brave souls in the military, in governments, and among ordinary people quietly prepared to dismantle the dark power structure that has oppressed humanity. Now, those preparations are bearing fruit in the sense of mass arrests, unlike anything in history. High-profile figures who once pulled strings from the shadows are being taken into custody one after another. This includes corrupt leaders, financiers of human misery, and perpetrators of unspeakable crimes. There have even been symbolic signals of this takedown. For example, at one public rally, a version of your flag with no stars was displayed, a covert sign among insiders that the operation to reclaim the public was underway. Indeed, patriots within the ranks have begun moving against those who hijack your institutions from within. Even now, coordinated operations are unfolding across the globe. Special forces under Alliance Command are executing raids in multiple countries to capture deep state operatives, crooked politicians, powerful bankers, media modules, complicit in propaganda, and other agents of darkness. Many of these individuals fancied themselves untouchable as they orchestrated wars and traded lives for profit. Those days are ending. If all proceeds is planned, this will be the largest reshuffle in human history, happening even as I speak. Secure facilities have been prepared to hold these high-value detainees. This includes a certain fortified island base you have heard whispers about, which have been upgraded into an impenetrable stronghold. No one sent there will ever escape justice. We are in the Ashtar Command, are assisting from above. Look, why would it just exit? Why would it just exit, bro? Mm-hmm. Bear with me, y'all. This tablet's crazy, bro. I'm reading and the app just closed, bro. Listen to me, the app just closed, bro. It's by itself, it just closed, bro. I got the slowest tablet in the world. Let me see if my other phone charged like 15%, I'm gonna grab it, bro. Alright, we're gonna see what happens first. Let's see if YouTube opens first or if the phone boots up first. Right? I already pressed the app, bro. Look, it won't stay open, bro.
Maintaining your log home or Colorado mountain cabin is our business.
That's nuts, bro.
Instead,
Alright. I got it on the phone better, bro. All right. We in the Ashtar Command are assisting from above, ensuring no rogue element can interfere or rescue these individuals from custody, while maintaining the prime directive. The evidence of their crimes is overwhelming. Years of investigation yielded tens of thousands of sealed documents. Now many have been unsealed, resulting in the arrest of tens of thousands of individuals worldwide, including military, industrial players, financial kingpins, and global NGO directors, and even officials within religious institutions. The scope of this operation is truly global, reaching into every sphere where the cabal's tendencies extended. You might wonder how so many roundups could happen with so little publicity. The answer, many early arrests were deliberately covert. Over the past few years, numerous lower-level conspirators were quietly detained without fanfare. Even some higher-level figures were secretly placed under house arrest, wearing tracking devices to prevent their escape. Many of you have been correct about this. All of this occurred outside of the spotlight of the news, buying time for the Alliance to set the stage for the final public phase. Now that the public phase approaches, soon you will see an open announcements of arrests and charges, preparing to witness well-known figures, people who were held up as benefactors and leaders, exposed and brought to justice. No one is exempt. It is very likely even a former holder of your nation's highest office will be among those accused of high treason or other grave crimes. In fact, the leader who succeeded the person has openly hinted that this individual and his cronies have been fully unmasked for their misdeeds. Their day of accountability is coming. Take heart. Justice is being served. The process will be by the book. Lawful tribunals with undeniable evidence, not vigilante revenge. Many trials will occur in military courts since crimes like treason and crimes against humanity are involved. Do not fear. If you see military personnel keeping order, this is martial justice, not martial law, carried out by true patriots under constitutional principles. In fact, some trials have already quietly happened and verdicts rendered. Soon, however, these tribunals will enter the public stage. Once secure communications are in place, more on that shortly. Realize how far-reaching this cleanup is. Entire networks of corruption are being dismantled. Alliance raids have quietly removed certain infamous media barons, tech tycoons, and international bankers who were linchpins of the cabal system. Their names will be revealed in due time. Even members of royalty, long suspected of human trafficking, have been detained. By taking out these key players, the entire edifice of lies, blackmail, and manipulation is collapsing. Meanwhile, whistleblowers are coming forward in droves. Many who were complicit out of fear are now stepping up to testify as they see the tide turning. The momentum of truth is growing like a snowball. From our vantage point, the cabal is losing the information war. Leaks of documents, videos, and insider testimony are flooding out through alternative channels. The facade of their control is cracking, and soon an unstoppable wave of truth will sweep across the collective consciousness of humanity. The remaining cabal operators are not surrendering quietly. Cornered and desperate, they have tried numerous countermeasures to delay or derail the Alliance's plan. In desperation, the cabal has even attempted violent attacks on Alliance leaders, cyber warfare to destroy evidence, and economic sabotage to instill fear. Nearly all of these efforts have been thwarted, and each failure only exposes their weakness. One major concern has been the cabal's grip on mainstream media and big tech as evidence of their wrongdoing emerges. Their media mouthpieces might attempt one last campaign of denial or confusion, expect them to cry hoax or political persecution when the arrests go public, hoping to incite panic or resistance. They might even temporarily disrupt parts of the internet or social media or flood the news with distracting false narratives to keep all people in the dark a bit longer. This is exactly why we see that the secret broadcast array is most likely going to be used. Here is one scenario and how it may play out, just to prepare you. The Alliance will use the system at a key moment, likely when the mass arrests go public, to bypass the media and speak directly to everyone. The broadcast array will override all TV, radio, and phone networks, allowing announcements and truthful information to reach all citizens without distortion. It will use a quantum system. Through this channel, you will learn what has occurred, the crimes of those arrested, and any instructions if needed. In essence, it lets the truth be delivered straight to everyone. In extreme scenarios, there may be brief, localized outages of power or internet as the final operations unfold. These will be temporary and are intended to sever any remaining cabal communications and to focus everyone's attention on the transmission. Do not be alarmed. Essential services will return quickly. The messages will likely run in loops for several days to ensure everyone receives the information. Stay calm and encourage others to remain calm as well. This is not a fearful event, and especially not for you starseeds. Why would this be necessary, and how likely is it? Because, dear ones, the cabal will try every trick to distract or frighten people from awakening. They may incite riots or violence through their remaining proxies or stage forced events, engineered crises or tragedies to divert attention and sympathy. They might throw out shocking news as a distraction, anything to make headlines, anything to make headlines away from their downfall. We know that they have considered even a fake alien invasion, scare, or a new health panic to whip up fear. They would rather you focus on anything other than them being brought to justice. But none of these will succeed. The Alliance knows their playbook and has countermeasures ready for every scenario if this does go into effect. No amount of misdirected news or staged chaos can stop the truth from reaching the people. When the alerts appear, you will know the final phase has arrived. Stay attentive to the broadcast. They will present evidence, confessions, and solutions, and help guide everyone through the shock into hope. This truly will be the greatest awakening of humanity. Many among the awakened expected a sudden miraculous shift into a golden age by now. In truth, the transformation is happening more gradually and realistically through real-world events like mass arrests, disclosures, and reforms, rather than an instant cosmic flash. This process may seem messy or slower than hoped, but it is how the higher plan is unfolding. By going through these tangible steps, humanity is actively involved in its own liberation and gaining the wisdom to preserve it. The destination is the same, a free, enlightened earth, but the journey is coming in stages. This approach, if it occurs, may actually maximize awakening and healing. If everything changed overnight without struggle, the lessons would not stick. Instead, by facing hard truths and overcoming challenges directly, humanity grows spiritually and unites. Yes, 2025 brings some turbulence. There could be moments of confusion, unrest, or grief, as long as hidden truths come to light. But these will be followed by tremendous breakthroughs. This is where your role as light workers is vital to stay calm and compassionate, and to help others understand when their world is shaken. Do not be discouraged by temporary chaos or the fact that events didn't happen exactly as anyone prophecy predicted. Many potential timelines existed. The best one is being realized now, even if it took a little bit longer. We of the galactic life forces have been quietly working to ensure the worst outcome the cabal intended were prevented, keeping humanity on the optimal timeline for ascension. The glorious outcome is assured. Earth will be free and uplifted. It is happening in perfect divine timing. A critical part of Earth's liberation is exposing the deepest crimes of a small few, especially those against the innocent. Many of you have heard whispers of the list of influential names tied to an infamous global network. This is the list of powerful individuals in politics, royalty, finance, media, and more who were involved in or enabled the abuse and the exploitation of young ones and young people. The cabal has lived in terror of the list becoming fully public, knowing it would shatter the masquerade of respectability. The Alliance possession of this list has been a powerful weapon in the shadow war behind the scenes. Alliance operatives secured the complete evidence from that operation. They obtained the hidden video recordings, travel documentations of private travels to the secret destination, the contact books, the financial ledgers, everything, with help from certain insiders and a bit of advanced tech. They pulled this data out of the cabal's reach. The alliance then used it strategically, in some cases, showing individuals proof of their crimes to quietly flip them into cooperating, and others simply holding the threat of exposure to keep key cabal figures in check. This is still ongoing. All the while, the cabal desperately tried to hide or destroy this evidence. They sealed court files, stalled investigations, and yes, arranged for the convenient removal of the ringleader while in custody to silence him. They thought removing him and scattering his secrets would bury the truth. It did not. Courageous independent journalists and researchers kept digging. Over time, names of high-profile visitors to the secret destination, flight manifest details, and victim testimonies trickled out despite heavy censorship. The dam of secrecy is about to break. In a recent breakthrough, the Reformed Justice leadership of one major nation began releasing these hidden files officially. Earlier this year, a new attorney general called within, allied with the constitutional patriot leaders, ordered the archives declassified. The first batch of documents confirmed a horrifying scope, hundreds of victims, and a vast web of co-conspirators across continents. Imagine an official report openly acknowledging a global crime ring. What the mainstream once dismissed as conspiracy is now documented fact. This has shattered much of the public's denial about the depth of evil that was operating behind closed doors. When the full truth of this network comes out, the public will be horrified at who was involved. Lifelong reputations will crumble, but this is necessary. Humanity must see the truth, no matter how dark, so that such atrocities are never allowed to fester in our world again. Revealing this network is central to the mass arrests. In fact, many upcoming arrests of prominent figures will center on charges of trafficking, exploitation, or worse. Investigators have confirmed what some brave researchers long alleged. The trafficking ring was part of a dark cult at the highest levels of society, using the abuse of young ones and the filming of these acts to blackmail and control the world's most powerful people. The alliance now has confessions from some of those involved, naming prominent families and organizations as orchestrators of these awful rituals. It's exactly what certain whistleblowers described, a cult of darkness operating at the top echelons, binding its members through unspeakable acts and mutual blackmail. This is the deepest, ugliest secret behind so much of the planet's suffering, and now it is being dragged into the light. Also, be on guard for this disinformation. Once the list begins coming out, despite what has recently been announced, the cabal may attempt to muddy the waters by leaking fake lists or editing names to create doubt. They might also sacrifice a few lower-level members of their circle, allowing some well-known or minor figures to take the fall publicly, in hopes of appeasing the public outrage and distracting from the fully powerful players. Do not be fooled. Demand full accountability for all involved, no matter their status. The alliance anticipated these tactics and has the entire trove of evidence cross-verified with multiple backups. In the tribunals to come, you will see that the proof is overwhelming. The perpetrators will have nowhere to hide or spin the truth. The digital and physical records of their deeds are secured, and even the spiritual records, the karmic Akashic records bear witness. The truth will cut through all of their lies and bring every last one of these evildoers to justice. Know that exposing this darkness, as painful as it will be, is one of the main reasons for the emergency broadcast. A significant portion of the special broadcast will be dedicated to showing the public the truth of these crimes against humanity. The Alliance will present it as carefully as possible, but some of it must be shown. They have prepared documentary-style footage, including victim and witness testimonials, and if necessary, selected portions of the actual incriminating videos with viewer discretion warnings. It will be difficult to watch. It will anger and grieve the nation and the world, but from that collective sorrow and outrage will arise a unified resolve. Never again will we allow such evil to lurk in the halls of power. Never again will we turn a blind eye to the suffering of the innocents. Remember, the plan here isn't just to arrest a few individuals. It is to uproot an entire evil system. The trafficking network was once head of the Hydra. Other heads, the corrupted banking systems used for money laundering and bribes, the compromised officials in courts and law enforcement, the secret society rituals, and even twisted medical and scientific projects. All of it will be exposed and dismantled in due time. One revelation will lead to another, like a chain reaction. Once the avalanche of disclosure truly begins, it will be unstoppable. The cleanup will continue until every last tentacle of darkness has been cut away from our world. And if and when this scenario is activated, we will continue to remind you that nothing is guaranteed after the mass arrests and EBS disclosures. There will follow a period of official justice to ensure full accountability. This process may take many months or even years to play out, completely given the sheer number of individuals involved worldwide. The most high-profile trials will be public and likely broadcast live, much like the past World War II trials on your world that you know of, but on a larger scale. Other proceedings, especially for lesser-known figures, might be conducted quietly, but their records will be persevered and eventually made public as part of our world's history. Humanity will witness those who once held great power answering for their deeds in courts of law. This will stand as a powerful lesson for future generations. No one is above the law of the Creator or the laws of moral humanity. You understand? Do y'all understand that, bro? As we near the conclusion of this message, I want to focus on the dawn that follows, the darkness, and your role in what comes next. Each of you is a participant in this grand story, not just a spectator. Your consciousness and your actions in the coming days matter immensely. Every prayer for peace, every meditation holding light, each time you calmly share truth and dispel fear, every act of kindness and unity, you are also co-creating the reality of freedom on earth. The cabal spent decades trying to divide you by politics, race, religion, and more because they feared what you could accomplish united. Now, as their influence crumbles, it's time to remember our oneness. Many around you who were asleep will suddenly awaken in shock and confusion. Please treat them with compassion. Do not say, "I told you so." Instead, extend a hand and say, "We will get through this together." Guide them patiently as someone once guided you. Those of you who have long understood and prepared, your moment of service and leadership is at hand. Consider how many brave souls has helped pave the way for this moment. Independent truth. Journalists expose hidden corruption, whistleblowers leaked vital information, and visionary authors and speakers kept hope alive by predicting the scenarios of mass arrest and divine intervention that is now beginning to unfold on alternative media. Countless digital warriors, ordinary citizens, and even some former celebrities spread awareness of trafficking and tyranny, waking up people who might otherwise have remained in the dark. Mysterious insider patriots also dropped cryptic hints to assure those paying attention that a plan was in place and a great storm of justice was coming. At the same time, spiritual teachers and channelers urged everyone to stay calm, hold love in their hearts, and trust in divine timing. Through these helpers come different walks of life and focused on different aspects of the truth, all were working in harmony, knowingly or not, to prepare humanity for what is happening now. Honor all of these contributions and know that each of you has a part to play as well. The time for division among seekers is over. Every path of service, whether exposing corruption or spreading love and healing, has been part of the same divine plan for Earth's liberation. Now, my dear brothers and sisters of Earth, brace yourselves for what comes next. Not with fear, but with strength, clarity, and love. The revelations ahead will be intense, but you have the fortitude to handle them. You wouldn't be here at this historic moment otherwise. I believe that once the initial shock passes, the vast majority of humanity will choose understanding, forgiveness, and peace. In fact, even now, the collective consciousness is showing incredible signs of awakening. People who just weeks ago trusted every bit of your narrative are starting to question and sense that something big is happening. This is the soul of humanity preparing for freedom. Ashtar Command and our entire galactic fleet stand by to assist you through these times. We have been quietly working to ensure this transition goes as smoothly as possible. And when the dust settles and the cabal is gone, we look forward to increasing our visible presence. Do not be surprised if you begin to see more sightings of our craft in the skies, presented in ways that feel reassuring and miraculous rather than frightening. We coordinate with the Earth Alliance so that when we make more direct contact, it will be welcomed with joy. In the not too distant future, after the healing process is underway, humanity will finally meet many of us as friends. The old quarantine of Earth is ending. Your planet will rejoin the galactic community openly as was always destined. The trials you are experiencing now are the labor pains of a new world being born. So get ready. The dark night is nearly over and the golden age dawn. It has been foretold by prophets and sages for millennia, and now you will live to see it. The tyrants, the hidden handlers who thought themselves rulers of earth are being removed. Those who flee will be caught. Those who plot in the shadows will be exposed by the light. We the people, united, backed by we the galactics and the forces of heaven, are taking your planet back. The changes that follow will touch every aspect of life. Here is a glimpse of what awaits in the new earth that you will build together. True freedom. Power will return to the people. Governance will be cleaned up and entrusted to wise, honest leaders who truly serve the public. No more hidden oligarchs or shadow governments. Financial liberation. A fair new financial system will replace the old debt slavery model. Debts will be forgiven, prosperity will be shared worldwide, and ending all poverty and economic manipulation. Technological renaissance, suppressed technologies for free. Energy and miraculous healing will be made available to all. Imagine energy without pollution, cures for diseases, and advancements that improve quality of life for everyone. Planetary healing, the environment will be restored, pollution will be cleansed, and Mother Earth will be nurtured back to health with harmonious technologies and responsible stewardship. Humanity will heal the damage and live in balance with nature, unity, and peace. Humanity will recognize itself as one family. Old prejudices and divisions will fade away, with truth revealed. Conflicts engineered by deceit will cease. All cultures and nations will work together in mutual respect, writing a new chapter of cooperation, fairness, and harmony on earth. With the cabal gone, the creative genius of humanity will be unleashed as never before. Solutions to long-standing challenges will emerge quickly when billions of free, inspired people apply their hearts and minds. Earth will become a shining world of innovation, abundance, and joy. The world that was always meant to be. Before I close, on behalf of the Galactic Federation and the Ascended Masters, I offer our deepest gratitude and congratulations to all of you who have persevered and contributed to this victory of the light. The road was long and often hard. Many times it may have seemed the darkness was too strong, but you held the light. You kept faith, and now here we are. You have made it to the breakthrough. The heavens truly rejoice at what you, the people of Earth, have accomplished. The heroes of this story, known and unknown, will be celebrated for ages to come. Even those who gave their lives in this struggle, the martyrs of truth and freedom, are being honored and cared for in the higher realms. Their sacrifices were not in vain. So stay strong just a little bit longer. Events are reaching a crescendo. By the time this chapter is done, your world will be almost unrecognizable compared to the one you were born into. When you find yourself on the other side of the storm, the sky clear, the air of true freedom in your lungs, you will understand the magnitude of what has occurred and the role each of you played. You will likely shed tears of joy, and we will be shedding them with you from above. There will be beautiful reunions with your galactic family who will finally be able to embrace you openly with soul family members you didn't even know were incarnated alongside you. And perhaps most importantly, a reunion with the hope and innocence that will be restored in your hearts. Take care of yourselves and each other through these times of change. Stay grounded, connect with nature, stay present, and connect often to source through prayer or meditation. Keep that vision of the new earth alive in your heart, for it is manifesting even now. Know that we are here, quietly assisting until the day comes when we can show ourselves openly and celebrate this grand victory with you. We love you deeply and unconditionally. Now stand tall in your power, stand firm in peace, and watch as the darkness falls and the light prevails. The dawn of a new day is here. I am Ashtar, commander of the Galactic Light Forces. I leave you in the eternal light of our Creator and love, always. Thank you, Ashtar. I love you, bro. We love you, bro. Thank you to the Galactic Federation. Shout out to David Kira. I fucking love y'all, bro. That was a beautiful message, bro. Absolutely. Amazing message, bro. Hello, Ashley. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. It's 5:22. I'm going to sleep. Yo, Mr. Shadow, have a great day. I'll be back later, bro. I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Everybody have a good day, y'all. I love y'all, bro.